Okay, so here's just another prime example of how Google, along with Microsoft, is creating so much stress and so much unnecessary um, idiocy. I mean, it's so ignorant what they're doing. Like, you used to right click on your spam folder, and it will give you the option to empty your spam folder or to delete all now. Well, now they put it over here. Why? Um, Google as a company is um, owned and operated by Eastern Indian immigrants for the most part, and most of the people who work for Google and run Google, the CEO and everything, they are Eastern Indian immigrants that came here from a country where they came to the United States from a country, or their parents did at least, where everyone is in a state of desperation, where they will literally do anything to get something that they need. Like, they have absolutely no qualms about no moral compass, no conscience, no nothing. And I joke and I say they would literally slit the throat of a baby, a toddler, in order to get a hamburger if they were hungry. This is how Eastern Indian people are, period. And the sooner that the world wakes up to this, look what they did to Britain. Look what they have literally invaded that country, as well as most of the other countries in Europe, but primarily Britain and Scotland and Ireland, and they have destroyed those people's livelihoods. They have made it to where the British people are basically going to be extinct in time. So you need to understand these people are invaders. They were approached by the British colonialists, some back in history, and they loved it. They loved that colonial, colonistical type of thinking, imperialistic type of thinking, where they go in a mass exodus from their own country rather than stay there and repair the basic problems with the infrastructure and with the problems in their own country of origin. They invade other countries and expect to live comfortably off of the hard work and everything that's already been laid down and established by those people. And so this is a fail way of life. It creates so much animosity and so much resentment from the natives of the countries that they invade. And the question is, they have almost 3 billion people in India, and they have almost 3 billion people in China. So if our population, world population, is at such a detrimental level that we have 201 million people as of right now in over 41 different countries that are facing imminent famine or starvation, right? Like, they can't find food to eat. They're literally starving in the year 2024. So my question is, why do these people in both countries continue to populate at such a exponential and detrimental rate, regardless of the consequences for the rest of the world, for the rest of the humankind? Why does the United States has 350 million people? All the other civilized countries, they have very reasonable populations. Why does the world allow this to happen? Why do people just allow them to go and invade other countries and bring poverty and no morals, no moral compass, paganistic, antiquated 15, 20,000 years ago ways of religious beliefs that are so detrimental to modern time, that it causes nothing but problems in our society. So this is the things that have to be addressed, okay? Because we're getting to a point where if the world does not wake up and put the foot down and say, okay, hey, you guys don't even have toilets in your country. You don't even have toilets, basic toilets and basic infrastructure to clean the Ganges River. It is literally, in most of the Ganges throughout India, it is bubbling from methane, from the amount of feces that is dumped into that water every day from people defecating outside. There are no public toilets. There are no toilets in their homes, in their businesses. Why? The only parts of India that have toilets and these type of facilities are the Muslim parts of India. Why is that? Okay, and these people are coming here and they're running Google. The CEO, he's running Google, and he came from a country where he literally was going out in the alley of behind his hut or his little home, and they shit outside. They squat down and shit in the grass and look at each other and talk to each other about it and argue about it. So, and this is who we want running America? This is who we want telling us what to do? They have something to offer us? I would venture to say, if they can't even get to a point in their own nation, their own countries of origin, where they have basic toilets in their home, where they can poop and defecate and use a sewage system that prevents contamination and pestilence and disease from running rampant, if they can't even do that in all of this ancient history and all this, they're saying they've been there 60, 70,000 years and they're the oldest people. How is that possible if they don't even have toilets? And anyway, this is just a small video explaining to people, watch your Google accounts, watch your Microsoft Outlook accounts, because I have been a victim. I have many friends and family members that are now victims of the same thing, where they have literally gone in because I have changed my phone number after 20 years. I decided to get another phone from another company, and the phone number, I decided I wanted a new phone number because of telemarketers. After 20 years, I thought, okay, it's time to do that. So I changed the phone number, and they literally locked me out of my main account that has all of my financial documents and emails from 20 years, 25 years ago, and literally will not let me back in. When I send the account recovery forms, every month I send it 2 or 3 times with detailed subjects. I mean, I'm looking at emails that I've sent to other accounts for friends and family and businesses. I'm literally looking at it and entering that information into their account recovery forms, and they literally say, immediately they send back a message, you didn't provide enough information. And they don't say that you entered a wrong account number when I try to log into it. It says, this account's been blocked because someone has entered the incorrect password too many times. Well, this has been going on for over a year now. And so I'm very angry about it because people are not standing up and saying, this is how they steal proprietary information. This is how they steal product keys for, when we talk about digital value, digital currency, okay? If you have used the same account, you're a gamer, just hypothetically you're a gamer. You've used the same account to purchase all of your games, maybe 20 games, and those product keys have been sent to that email, that Outlook account, that Outlook email with those serial numbers or product key codes that you have to enter onto the gaming website or into Steam so that you can activate the games. How much do you think those are worth on the black market, on the black web, where they resell those and make sure that I'm blocked out where I can never, ever have access to that information anymore, so that I can prove ownership of said digital proprietary information that has literal monetary value. So this is the type of scams I'm talking about. So if they get 20 key codes for 20 games, each game was $60 over a 10-year period, how much money is that? I mean, 10 would be, from 60 would be $600, 20 would be, you're talking $1,500 with taxes, everything with the expansions. Like, I calculated, it's like $2,000 over a 20-year period that they've stole from me. That literally Microsoft, their employees, literally stole it. And that's the only way you can look at it. If they're not allowing me access to get back into my accounts, they stole it. And the reason I know this is because the same email that's associated is associated with the Steam account. It's a Hotmail account, and it's associated with the Steam account in which I used it's to purchase a lot of these games over the last like 5 years. It's like 8 games at a value of like $300, and they literally will not allow me when I go to reset my Steam account with that email. It says, no, this is blocked by security. For security reasons, contact Steam customer support. I've been doing that for 3 years, and they never give me my account back. It has Guild Wars 2, the original game, all of the expansions. It has Star Wars: The Old Republic and digital collector's edition. I started in the very beginning and bought the like $150 collectible. Several other games. And this is a lot of money. Like I had Ark Ascended, Ark Evolved. Those are both $60 games. It's $120 just the Ark alone. And they won't let me back into this Steam account because I can't get into the Hotmail account that's associated, so that I can get the code and do that. So this is the point. People wake up and realize what they're doing, and then look at your updates and your apps on your laptop or on your computer. Look at the app section and see how many new apps were installed on your system over the last 2 weeks. And in the last couple of days that you had no idea, and you didn't approve, and you have no idea what they're even for. But if you look at the names of them, like I'll show you these, look at this, and tell me this is not suspicious. This is the age we live in, because all these people came here from Eastern India. They came here from across the border illegally. They got jobs at Microsoft. They got jobs at Google. And they have no problem with fraudulently stealing from people. Why do you think all the Indians, it's always an Indian that calls old people that tries to scam them for their Social Security money and threaten them with tax liens that are going to put them in jail? Why do you think it's always an Eastern Indian accent on the phone? Why? Explain that. And don't say, oh, that's prejudice. No, that's not prejudice. That's not prejudicial. That's not bigoted. That's not nothing. That's just a fact. The fact is that 99% of them are Eastern Indians, and they are living in India somewhere, or they're at a call center right here in the United States. They have friends, and or they themselves work for Microsoft, and they are literally stealing people's account information. How many times have you used your email to send medical offices or someone your Social Security number, your date of birth, your phone number, your address, your credit card, last four of your credit card, because they asked for it? How many times have you sent that across your email? Think about it. So let me show you all a little thing. Install the apps. Watch this. Okay. This says that on 8/26/2024 that Microsoft 365 Office was installed. I've had it installed on this system since I bought it in 2009. Mail and calendar, it's claiming that it was just recently installed on 8/17/2024. I mean, what is this crap? Do you see? And that's a whole nother thing that they're doing, is they are now forcing you can't get into your traditional and get it installed on 8/27, the mailing calendar. You can't get in there. Watch. Let me show y'all something. When you try to get into it, go over here and go to your apps on any system. It doesn't matter if this is an Ace or Nitro. So you hit mail, and look what happened. It tried to open the original mail thing that we're all used to, mail calendar, and then it makes it full screen, not like the old legacy one. And what is this? What the heck is this? This is some weird This is like from, watch when you click on an email. I just want y'all to see this. They're considering this an improvement? No. No, 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 no. We are getting to that place, I'm telling you guys. We're getting to that place where if people do not stand up and do something, we are going to absolutely fall. So, can you watch this? Here. I just want to show y'all. Can you read any of this? If you were sitting here, even if you make it big, well, if you make it big, yeah, you can. But my point is, why did they do that? And they don't give you a choice. They didn't give me a choice. It's like, you're going to use this. You're going to use this new one. You're not going to use the legacy one no more. You don't even have the option. See? Look. So I try to close it off. And the way I try to work around it is I try to delete this one that they forced me. See? The new one. I try to uninstall it. It's a little workaround. I had one guy tell me, what kind of conspiracy theory is it? What are you talking about, conspiracy theory? It's not a conspiracy theory. This is the reality of what is going on via Microsoft and Google. Because those are the only two companies that they basically have complete control over your system. It's now got it to where Microsoft has 100% control over any PC that you use. Right? It doesn't matter if you're aware of this or not. Look, it won't open. Look, what happened? Where's my mail? Man, I tell you guys, it's just to a point where I just don't know what to do. I'm screaming from the rafters and no one is listening. No one is saying, okay, hold on. This guy is not just paranoid. This is not, you're all having these same issues. You're all going through the same thing. And you're like, well, what can you do about it? What do you mean, what can you do about it? You can boycott their services and you can demand, we need to rise up and demand that Bill Gates get this under control. He is literally encouraging, condoning, and allowing his employees to steal people's proprietary personal privacy rights, protected information by working for him. And then when a person starts speaking out against it, they have a solution. They're just going to delete your accounts and not allow you to get into your accounts anymore.